welcome to Live Interactive English. Hello everyone, I'm Mike.
Hello, I'm Kiki.
And it is the fall, Kiki. We've finally gotten past the summer. The winter is on its way. But for a lot of people, the fall is one of their favorite seasons.
I can see that.
Yeah, me too.
The lots of beautiful colored leaves,
Definitely.
It's getting a little chilly, not too cold.
Yep.
And the thing is, during the fall season, there are always a lot of delicious treats.
That is very true. You can get back in the house, start your Christmas baking, get into gear with that. It's also nice to kind of change your wardrobe, get your sweater out. And as you said, in many parts of the world, it also creates a big change outside in the natural world. Mother Nature shows off her colors in the fall time, of course, by having the leaves change. Now, if you want to see the leaves change in some of the most beautiful, dramatic ways, there is definitely one part of the world you should visit, and we're going to be talking about that for the next couple of days. Where are we talking about?
Well, we will be talking about New England.
New England, which is not near France. It is not near London. It is not in Europe. We're talking about New England in America. It's kind of northeastern America.
Right. And it's kind of an important part of American history.
A lot of Americans live there, and you're right, some of the first Europeans, they settled there. Plymouth Rock, right? The cities of Boston, New York, the states of New Jersey and New Hampshire and Maine, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, and Vermont are all part of New England, I'm pretty sure. And we're gonna go there. So it's a New England fall. We'll be doing some leaf peeping, pumpkin pies, and pet parades. Interesting. Part 1. Let's check it out.
For many, fall simply represents the end of warm summer and the approach of cold winter. However, in many parts of the world, fall has its own unique appeal. Although the season may be lovely at the place that you live, it's almost certainly no match for a New England fall.
All right, so today we are talking about a New England fall, leaf peeping, pumpkin pies, and pet parades, part 1. But pet parades, that to me sounds so exciting.
It sounds very exciting, but it also doesn't sound like New England fall. I mean, you could have a pet parade almost any time.
That's
except
true.
Maybe the middle of winter. So it's a good time to have the last pet parade before the snow comes, because a parade is a large outdoor activity where you will have people walking down the middle of the street while we, the audience, the spectators, the ones there watching, will stand on the side of the street and watch this parade of people go by. Generally, a parade is held as a ritual or a ceremony for a special event, probably a big national or country holiday. You might have a parade for the military, the army on Double 10, right? Here in Taiwan, they parade past, you can use it as a verb, or they have a parade past the president's office, and there's soldiers and trucks and tanks and bands playing music and things like that. Another one actually that's held in New England in the fall is the famous Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade there in New York City, where they'll have big balloons of cartoon characters and superheroes. All the kids stand on the side of the road. People and animals and music groups walk down the road. We watch the parade and we have a good time. Here's the example sentence. The parade is held every year in August. Another time you can find a parade is actually often in Taiwan on the weekend. Temples. They'll have those little parades where they're ding, 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 playing all that music with their gods and stuff. So those are little local parades, or you can have big parades, but they're always fun to watch.
That's right. All right, back to our article. For many, fall simply represents the end of warm summer and the approach of cold winter. However, in many parts of the world, fall has its own unique appeal.
There's something special about fall in certain places in the world.
That's
okay?
right. And sometimes when you think of fall, there are specific colors that represent fall.
Absolutely.
You know, you'll think about things like maybe dark red,
orange,
brown. And these colors remind you, and they sort of represent this season.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one of our vocabulary words, which is represent. And it's basically when something is used to signify something else. So, for example, the flag represents our country.
Oh, okay. That's why at the Olympics, you know, every team, every athlete will have their flag and they'll face the flag when they win because, you know, the whole country can't be there to say, well done, you won a gold medal or something. So they use the flag to sort of show the country or take the place of the country. And we can also talk about the appeal of something. Fall has its own appeal. Something that has appeal or appeal is basically just an attractive quality or element. There's something about it that people like, and this is that thing. All right. So if someone says, hey, why do you like doing this? Why is that your hobby? Why is that your favorite flavor of pizza or kind of ice cream? They're basically saying, what is its appeal? Why does that appeal to you? What is it about that you like? That special thing that makes you go, I like that. That's the appeal. Here's an example. The appeal of cola is that it tastes very sweet. You know, people don't usually say, I like cola because it's a nice color of brown. The color is not really part of the appeal, but the taste will be the appeal. I get that. All right, back to the article. It says, although the season, this is of course fall or autumn, although the season may be lovely at the place that you live, it's almost certainly no match for a New England fall. Wow, that's a big build up. So we're kind of saying, yeah, fall can be special and interesting and wonderful in many parts of the world, but nothing beats a New England fall. And we'll be telling you a few of the reasons why after this break.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。对许多人来说，秋天就只是意味着温暖夏天的结束，还有寒冷冬天的来临。不过呢，在世界上许多地方，秋天有它独特的吸引力，尤其是新英格兰。课文就提到说，尽管这个季节在我们居住的地方可能很美好，但是几乎可以肯定的是，它比不上新英格兰的秋天。我们这2天的课程就要来好好介绍秋天的新英格兰，它的特色就是有赏枫、南瓜派，还有宠物游行。我们来看单字 parade。Parade 它可以当名词或动词来指游行。Mike 老师这时候有提到 spectator 这个字，用来指观众 spectator。Spectator 可以用来指这个可能观看体育比赛啊、体育活动啊、活动表演等等的观众。好，那么下一个单字 represent 是动词，它表示象征、代表。那么 Kiki 老师在解释单字时有用到 signify，signify 可以表达表示、意味着。再来看到 appeal 是名词，它是指吸引力、魅力。那这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，这边我们来学习 be no match for somebody or something， 这是表达不是什么什么的对手，比不上什么什么。match 在这边当名词是指相配的人事物或是对手。例如 Declan is no match for you， Declan 不是你的对手。好，那接回到课文中。
New England refers to the 6 northeastern states of the U.S. It covers an area of around 180,000 square kilometers and is home to beautiful landscapes, including wild coastlines and snowy mountains. However, its most famous natural features are its trees, which turn brilliant red, yellow, brown, orange, and purple tones in the fall. Indeed, to see a New England forest at this time of the year is to take in a rainbow of colors. This amazing display can be viewed while you drive along the area's winding roads or while you hike one of its many forest paths. Historic towns like Stowe, Vermont are excellent places to stay if you want to go leaf-peeping, as the locals call it.
All right, so we're still talking about fall in New England. It's a wonderful place to go and a wonderful time to be there. For those of you who don't know, find a map of America and look for New England. This will be in the, you would look at, here's America, here's California, here's Florida. It would be in the top right-hand corner of the map, all right? That part that's kind of sticking up into the Atlantic Ocean, just to the south of Canada. So let's find out exactly what we mean when we say New England as an area or region.
All right, so let's get back to our article. New England refers to the 6 northeastern states of the U.S.
There you go.
It covers an area of around 180,000 square kilometers and is home to beautiful landscapes, including wild coastlines and snowy mountains.
Absolutely it is, yeah. A great variety of geography and landscape that you can see there.
Yeah, so you get some water.
You do. Cape Cod, for example, lovely place to go.
And then you get some mountains.
The Green Mountains, the Appalachia, or is that the Apple? No, it's the Green Mountains, I think, are in Vermont. The Adirondacks, those are the mountains in New York that I was thinking of. Not huge mountains. We're not talking about the Rocky Mountains or the Alps in Switzerland, but you can still do some skiing around there. And the other thing is that from the sea to the mountains, you will find trees. Trees. Lots of trees. And they are gorgeous in the fall. It says, however, that's New England, its most famous natural features are its trees, which turn brilliant red, yellow, brown, orange, and purple tones in the fall. And really, if you go there from one week to the next, you will see different colors in the landscape. The trees change that quickly and that dramatically. It is brilliant. In fact, actually, when I first moved to Taiwan, because I'm from Quebec, which is just in Canada, so it's basically the same kind of land, the same kind of trees, the same colors. When I first came here, people used to want to go to New England so badly in the fall to see these colors. This was kind of before everyone wanted to go to Iceland to see the Northern Lights. Back then, I guess it was too expensive. So going to New England in the fall to see the colors was many people's dream vacation because they heard how brilliant those colors were at that time.
Yeah, and you know what? Those colors that you just described is exactly how I picture let's say, an ideal picture of fall.
Yeah, you've seen it in many movies too, I'm sure.
Those brilliant colors. Okay, so we know that when you describe something to be brilliant, usually it's something amazing and something that, people will really think highly of.
Oh, what a brilliant idea.
Right. But in this case, when we're talking about brilliant colors, we're also talking about just how bright and how sharp these colors can be. Okay, so an example sentence would be, the room is painted in brilliant colors.
Oh, very bright colors. Okay, and we can also, just talk about the brilliant sun. Oh, the sun's very brilliant today. Put on your sunglasses. It's very bright or something like that. Back to the article, it says, indeed, to see a New England forest at this time of the year is to take in a rainbow of colors. That's pretty amazing. It's very true, too. This amazing display can be viewed while you drive along the area's winding roads or while you hike one of its many forest paths. Absolutely. There's lots of ways to enjoy the fall colors in New England. Whether you're feeling energetic, you can get out there and do some hiking, or just driving from little town to little town. Maybe stop off and buy some maple syrup somewhere or something like that. Absolutely wonderful. So where should we go?
Well, in this area, there are a lot of historic towns.
It's the oldest part of America, really.
That's right. So there are towns like Stowe, Vermont, are excellent places to stay if you want to go leaf-peeping.
Leaf-peeping,
as the locals call it.
Okay.
So you can imagine, well, we know peeping to be like you're kind of looking at something secretly.
Kind of spying, maybe. Or just looking at something.
Yeah. And obviously everybody wants to come here to enjoy and look at those beautiful, brilliant colored leaves, right? All right, so one of our vocabulary words is historic. Of course, historic has something to do with history. So it's something that has a lot of history and it's still around. So we know there might be historic buildings that are being preserved, and it's a way to show a part of our human history or a culture's history. All right, so an example sentence would be, the historic area of the city is very nice to live in.
Okay, the oldest part of the city, that is also what we would understand from that sentence. So there you go. Stowe, Vermont is a great place to start your leaf-peeping trip around New England. And we're going to have so much more for you guys about New England and what it's like at the end of the summer, at the turning of the seasons and the beginning of the fall. And hey, there's a pet parade coming up somewhere. We saw it on the title. We haven't done it yet, so that's something else to look forward to tomorrow when we will see you back here. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
新英格兰指的是这个美国东北部的6个州，面积大约18万平方公里，拥有美丽的风景。那它最著名的自然特色就是树木，它们在秋天会变成鲜艳的红色、黄色、棕色、橙色，还有紫色的色调。如果你想要体验呢，就可以去一些历史悠久的城镇，像是佛蒙特州的斯托镇，它们是绝佳的住宿地点。Mike 老师刚刚有用到 gorgeous 来描述那边的树木，那它是拼作 Gorgeous 可以形容非常美的、引人入胜的或是华丽的。再看到单字 brilliant 它可以形容是这个色彩鲜艳的、明亮的或是出色的、聪颖的。还有 historic 可以形容是具有历史意义的、历史上著名的。那这边2个重点，我们进入文法时间。我们来看第一个重点是 be home to 加上名词，是表达某地拥有什么，是什么的所在地。home 在这边是指发源地所在地，是不可数名词。当我们用地方当主词的时候，就会写作地方加上 be home to somebody or something， 也就是表达说某地拥有了什么，某地是什么的所在地、居住地。例如 The city is home to many beautiful beaches， 这个城市拥有许多美丽的海滩。那第2个重点是 if 引导条件句，那就是用来描述某情况发生时必然会引起某种结果，或者是用来描述不变的事实。这时候主要子句要用现在简单式，所以它的句型会是 if 主词加动词，逗号主词加动词。例如 If you want to improve your English, there are plenty of language apps available to help you。 如果你想要让英文进步，有许多语言应用程式可以帮得上忙。那补充一下哦 ，if 子句用来表示未来可能发生的情况时，这个 if 子句的动词要用现在式代替未来式，那它的句型是 if 主词加动词，逗号祈使句，或者是 if 主词加动词，逗号主词加上 will、may 或是 can 加原形动词。好，那这边造2个例句 ：If you feel sleepy, go take a nap。如果你觉得困，就去小睡一下。If we don't hurry, we will miss the flight。如果不快一点，我们就会错过班机。好，那么以上节讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
For many, fall simply represents the end of warm summer and the approach of cold winter. However, in many parts of the world, fall has its own unique appeal. Although the season may be lovely at the place that you live, it's almost certainly no match for a New England fall. New England refers to the 6 northeastern states of the U.S. It covers an area of around 180,000 square kilometers and is home to beautiful landscapes, including wild coastlines and snowy mountains. However, its most famous natural features are its trees, which turn brilliant red, yellow, brown, orange, and purple tones in the fall. Indeed, to see a New England forest at this time of the year is to take in a rainbow of colors. This amazing display can be viewed while you drive along the area's winding roads or while you hike one of its many forest paths. Historic towns like Stowe, Vermont are excellent places to stay if you want to go leaf peeping, as the locals call it.
Here's how to play. The host will be holding 3 cards. Each card will have 2 sentences containing a secret vocabulary word or phrase that has been replaced by the word bear. The host will read the sentences out loud for the contestants to guess. Whoever guesses first gets a point. The person with the most points wins. And you can play along too.
Hey everyone, I'm Carolyn.
I'm Matt.
I'm Steven.
Okay, are you ready to play?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's get started. The first one is an adjective and it's one word. Bob was an bare child, but now he barely leaves his room. I like spending my weekends being bare, like exercising.
Active.
Yes!
Oh.
I'll read the sentences with the word. Bob was an active child, but now he barely leaves his room. I like spending my weekends being active, like exercising.
Okay. I don't know why I couldn't get that. So.
Second one. It's a noun and it's one word. I go to the bear twice a week to keep in shape. The local bear offers many kinds of workout plans.
Gym.
I heard Steven first. Okay. I go to the gym twice a week to keep in shape. The local gym offers many kinds of workout plans.
Which is short for gymnasium.
Should have said that answer.
I know, gymnasium. You would have gotten it.
If it was gymnasium. Okay, tiebreaker. It's a phrase, it's 2 words. Instant coffee is made by bearing powder, bare water. You can't bear water, bear oil.
Mixed with.
Yes, very good.
Oh.
That was tricky, I thought.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll read the sentences with the words.
okay.
Instant coffee is made by mixing powder with water. You can't mix water with oil. Okay, so
Good
Matt
job, Matt.
is our winner. Wow.
Good job.